Alright, I'm going to do a repair on this saw. It's about 6 years old and it's got where it doesn't want to start and run right. It is a MS271, and what we're going to do is change the carburetor. Now I've already taken off the hood. There are 3 little screws, actually here, and here, that you take off when you have to access the spark plug. I put a new one in it and it helped, but it's still not running right. And when I take this on, I put it up, it wants to run. If I lay it flat, it wants to choke out and die. It's been good saw, but I do store gas in it over the winter because I tend to use it year round. Maybe not constantly, but I do use it from time to time, and maybe that might have an effect. So first thing you're going to find out is you can't get the air cleaner holder, this little box, air box. I also have another one of these, but it just snaps on like that, comes off, just twists, and it's even got, I think, arrows on the back to tell you, in case you're not smart enough to figure out if it won't twist one way, turn the other. But you will need a highly specialized tool to get this box off. So what do? Well, I had this thing priced when I went and got a carburetor. They wanted $100 labor to change this carburetor out. And that's just a little bit too much for me. So it does need a special tool. So we made one. We went down to Harbor Freight, bought a 7-piece set of metric nut drivers. We just sanded off the sides a little bit so it runs right up in there. You see how easy and loose that is? And it's just not much torque on that plastic. And we just take these little screws right out. And this will take the air box off. Now when we look here at this piece, get my finger in the way now because I'm looking through the monitor. We pop this out, and then we can take the little Z connection out here. It's just a little bar. We get the linkage out. So we'll see you in just a second. Now we just take our multi-tool and we'll just push the back end. There's 2 little tabs. We'll push that off of the rubber mounts, and then this piece, I don't know if I can do it one-handed, but this piece should come off the back of the carburetor. Hey, appreciate you watching. Do me a favor, if you will, subscribe to the channel, either the YouTube or the Rumble channel, which this appears in. And if you can, check the notification bell or settings to make sure that you get notified when new videos are posted. Appreciate it. Now with this off, I've still got the gas line connected, which is down here on the side. We'll have to take that out, rotate this out of the way. Now with the other carburetor removed, I have the new one here. And we can see the fuel line just goes onto this, and it pushes onto this. It actually disconnected quite easily. It didn't come off the side. It's down in there. I don't know if I can get the camera down and get the light necessary, but it's just on the bottom. We just have to make sure that's back there, and we'll push it back over the studs. I've tilted the saw so you can see the fuel line that comes in the back. It is a molded and shaped job. And it's just right there. You can see the little tube. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know. But we just went back in to those rubber mounts with the posts that come off the side of the airbox mount. And we're going to put the airbox back on and put the nuts back on. Now we've got that back on. What we'll do is I'll turn the saw back over flat and put the linkage back in. So I'm looking through the camera to see if I can actually do this and show you. There's a hole right there, and I need my natural eyes, not the video, to see where that is. Now I got that in, and then I just pull. Can't get it hooked on the airbox. There we go. And we just take this, and it goes into that groove right there, and I'll push it in with the multi-tool. Alright, let's check to see if our linkage works. Push it down, pull it. We can see our little white throttle piece moving because we didn't mess with that. And we have this on the other side, that rod, we didn't take that up either. It's part of that same piece, I believe. And we have our little choke lever. If we push it down, we see it stays down, and we can pull on our thing, our little trigger, and throttle like that, it still works. And if it pops up, let's take it up one. There we go. Now you hear that extra click, push it down just one more time. All right, we're going to come up once. There we go. Now, you hear that click again? So that's working correctly. So let's put the air filter back on. This is the new one. I can get it screwed on if I can find the right spot. There we go. It's screwed on. Here was the old style. And we'll put the cover back on, fill it full of gas, and see if it starts. Well, let's see if it will start after we put the carburetor on. Good enough for government.